My name is Nano Numru, and I'm 23 years old. After I graduated college, I immediately started working at a company to help out my single mother financially, but... What the heck do you mean I'm so sorry, Star? It's only been 6 months since I joined! What the heck do I do with my life? I didn't want to tell this to my mom because she just fell sick recently, and I was absolutely devastated when...
Ms. Nomaru? Is that you?
Mr. Hidoshi! This was Mr. Hidoshi. He was my first ever client since I started working, and I just so happened to run into him. Apparently, Mr. Hidoshi just turned 40 the other day. He's really kind to everyone, and he even treated me with respect when I was just a new employee. Oftentimes, I imagined that if I ever had a father, he would be someone like this.
Must be really rough. Bankrupt out of nowhere, huh?
Yes. I have no idea what to do with myself now. I thought I was finally able to make my mother rest, but...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but your mother raised you single-handedly, right?
That's right, sir. My father died when I was really young, so...
She didn't get married again or anything?
I think she chose not to for my sake. Right now, she's fallen sick, so she can't really do anything.
If you don't mind, Ms. Nomaru, you can work at my company, you know.
What?
We're looking for a sales staff right now, so...
Wait, I still have no experience at all, sir. Are you sure?
I mean, of course, it would be better to hire someone with experience, but I'd like to think that I know quite a bit about you, as I used to be your client and whatnot, you know? You still have a lot to work on, but you're really compassionate and respectful to your clients, and that's the most important thing when it comes to sales, you know. If you'd like, Ms. Nomaru, I can recommend you to the Human Resources Department.
Thank you so much, sir. I couldn't thank him enough for this amazing opportunity. The following week, I got a message from Mr. Hidoshi saying the company wants to do an interview with me. So I went and did so. After the interview with Human Resources, I was informed that I was hired 2 days later. And so, I was luckily able to start working from next week. I'm Nano Numuru. I'll try my best. So if there's any work, please pass it on to me. Thank you!
You look really pumped up, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm going to work hard to pay you back for giving me this job, sir. I was assigned onto Mr. Hidoshi's team, and I did my absolute best with every job I was assigned to do. My boss, Mr. Hidoshi, held a gathering to help me get to know everyone better and even followed me to my appointments to help me grow my records. And all thanks to that, I'm now feeling really comfortable on the team and even growing my sales at really high rates even though I'm still a beginner. But after about a year since I joined the company, the relationship between Mr. Hidoshi and I had completely altered. And that's because...
Right here, Nano.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
It's okay, you had a lot of work left, right? Plus, waiting for my lover doesn't feel so bad.
Thanks. As you've probably already guessed, we went over our relationship as a boss and subordinate, and started dating. It all started when Mr. Hidoshi came and asked me for advice about his family. Apparently, Mr. Hidoshi was divorced, and he's been raising his 2 children all by himself.
I don't know what my ex-wife was thinking, but one day she just left me and the kids, and I've never heard from her since. I want to spend more time with them, but I have to work to pay the bills, so I don't really know what the best solution for this is, you know? I'm going to take them to an amusement park next weekend, but I don't know how that's going to go either.
I've never seen Mr. Hidoshi look so powerless before. So without thinking twice, I'll help you out with that, sir, and just offered him to help. Mr. Hidoshi has a 10-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter. I remember they were so cute having fun at the amusement park.
Thank you so much today. You definitely made our weekend, Ms. Nomaru.
You're welcome, sir. Anytime.
And, I was wondering if you'd like to be the mother of my children.
What? Turns out, Mr. Hidoshi has been looking at me that way since a couple of weeks ago. I was surprised and confused at first, but after going on a couple of dates with him, I decided to officially go out with him. The only thing I was worried about was telling this to my mother, but... Don't worry about me, Nano. I'm sure it'll all be fine. You'll be a great mother, Nano. And so she was very supportive of my decision. We got married after 1 year later since we started dating, and I officially became his children's mother. Of course, we weren't related biologically, but... Becoming the mother of the children of the love of my life made me really happy. I'll try my best to become an actual mother for them, I thought to myself. when this happened.
Hey, old hag! I can't eat this stuff!
Yeah! But what are you doing, Ryuichi? Don't waste your food! I'm not going to tell you this again. And I'm your mother. Don't talk to me like that.
Oh, shut up! Stop pretending like you're my mother when you're not! What the heck is going on here? Dad, you gotta listen to me! This old hag put carrots in my freaking food! I told her I hate vegetables before!
That's for your health, Ryuichi! You have to eat veggies.
Don't talk back to him like that!
Oh! Mommy! But what? Why would you do that?
You're not a real mother, and you damn well know that, so just listen to what me and my son say, okay?
I'm sure you guys have already probably guessed, but yes, this is what Hidoshi's actual personality was like. He acts really sweet and nice out in public, but at home, he just treats his wife like a total slave. He even puts his hands on me and hits me. Plus, he calculates where he hits me so that it'll be hidden when I wear a suit for work. My life with him was total hell, to say the least. But there was a person who had suffered even more than me, and that was our daughter Sakura. I didn't notice this before I got married to him, but it turns out he was treating her completely differently as he was treating his son Ryuichi. I found out about it when he pushed me to the ground when I tried to defend Sakura when she got a bad score on a test. I'm so sorry, Mommy. It's all my fault. It's not your fault at all, Sakura. What do you mean? I'm not from the same mommy as my brother. Daddy doesn't like me, so... I heard everything and found out the truth from Sakura. It turns out I was being deceived by Hidoshi all this time. Hey, you never told me that you were divorced twice. Is this true? My husband glared at me with hatred in his eyes.
So what about it?
You told me that you only had a divorce once.
Is there a problem with that?
You lied to me! And on top of that, you didn't even tell me how Sakura and Ryuichi have different mothers! That's why you blatantly treat them very differently, huh?
Okay, so what the heck is your problem?
Sakura is your own daughter too, right? You can't just be really nice to Ryuichi and not to her. You have to treat her better than that.
Shut up! I don't even need her. I'm fine as long as I have Ryuichi. It's all because of my second wife. She wanted to have a child so bad, and when we did, she just left us. I can't get rid of her if I wanted to. You don't know how much I've been suffering because of that.
What? Do you even consider yourself a father?
Of course I am. I'm giving them everything they need. Of course I'm their father. And at the same time, I'm your husband.
Don't give me that crap. This family is just broken.
Then what are you gonna do, huh? Are you gonna divorce me too? Let me just remind you that you'll probably lose your job too if you do. Are you really gonna risk all of that?
My job has nothing to do with this. It's not fair.
Don't forget that I recommended you to my boss. Don't you ever forget that. I have all the power to fire you at any moment. And on top of that, I can make a false claim on you to make it impossible for you to get a proper job again too, you know.
You devil! But it was true. He probably did have the power to do that, and I couldn't do anything about it. If I lose my job, I won't be able to send money to my mom anymore, too. Heck, I wouldn't even be able to sustain my own life anymore. But it wasn't hard to imagine being treated like a slave by my husband and his son for the rest of my life if I didn't do anything to change this situation. There's no way I can live a life like that. Mommy? Sakura. I want to live with you, Mommy. What? I'll do anything, Mommy. I'll do all the chores. So don't leave me here, Mommy. Don't leave me like my last Mommy. I hugged Sakura tightly. And in that moment, I made a promise to myself.
What a stupid little woman.
A few days later, I gave my husband a divorce certificate. I was fired from the company for a random false accusation. I wanted to leave the company on my own will before that, but that didn't happen because my husband had intervened. One last time, he had told me,
If you beg for forgiveness, I might reconsider all of this, you know?
And blackmailed me. But needless to say, I didn't change my mind at all. On a different note, my son texted me.
Hey, old hag! I threw all of your belongings away for you. You can thank me later.
Did you throw away my things without telling me?
Why the heck would I keep a stranger's stuff at my home?
I'll warn you as someone who's been your mother just for a short period of time. If you keep treating people like that, it'll eventually come back to you, you know?
Shut up, old hag! I'm Hidoshi's son. No one can touch me. Now that we got rid of my stupid little sister, he's actually thinking of starting up his own company. And if he does, I'll be the next president of the company. My life is on easy mode.
I warned you, okay? And by the way, Sakura isn't stupid at all.
She can't even score a 100 on a first grade test. She's definitely stupid. When I was in elementary school, I used to score 100 all the time.
Whatever.
I'm just so glad I'm able to cut ties with you guys. We're complete strangers now, so don't come back to us asking for help because we won't. Got it, old hag?
Right back at you. After that, I decided to visit my mother with Sakura. I explained everything to my mother and she said, "Whoa, he was hiding his true colors, huh? Good job divorcing him, Nano." "I'm sorry for making you worried, Mom." "What? Don't be! You did great! Make yourself at home. You can stay here as long as you'd like, okay? And, Sakura? Yes? This is your home too, alright? If there's anything I can help you with, don't be shy to tell me. You can consider me your grandma, alright?" "Granny. Yeah, thank you." I felt like Sakura felt a bit better hearing that. We were finally able to be at peace for a while, but because of my ex-husband's harassment, it was really hard for me to find a new job, and we were really distressed financially. My name is Sakura. I'm 18 years old. I'm living together with my mom and grandmother. I'm not related to them by blood, but the two of them treat and love me like their actual family. Ever since my mom divorced my dad, she was struggling to find a stable job, so she was working dispatch at many places. After a few years, she finally got a chance to work as a full-time employee for her contribution, and she's been working really hard for her family to pay the bills and whatnot. On the other hand, my grandma wasn't so healthy, so she was the one cooking food for us and doing all the housework. She even worked a home job to contribute to the household economy. I wanted to help her with the house job, but as a child, the most I could do was chores, so I just did that. We were always busy with work and whatnot, but not a single one of us complained about it. We didn't want to because we felt like it would make him happy by showing him that we were struggling. No matter how hard life would get, it would never be as bad as when that incident happened. But I've always felt a little bit guilty for taking my mother's youthful years away from her. So right when I entered high school, "Mom, I'm thinking of starting a part-time job. I want to help out the family by making some money, so..." "Part-time job? No, just focus on enjoying your high school life." "What? But you only have 3 years as a high schooler. If you have the time to work, you should use it to join a club, or go hang out with your friends, or do whatever you want. Don't worry about the money. It's going to be fine," she told me, and left for work soon after. And at that moment, I made a promise to myself, to make my mom happy. And with that goal in mind, I studied really hard and entered an honors course, got a free scholarship that's only available for students with the best grades, and managed to go to a university. Even at the university, while my classmates were having fun with club activities, going out and whatnot, I met a bunch of people and used my time on gathering information about the real world. And when I was in my senior year, I did a presentation which went really well, and I was praised by someone who was investing in a lot of startups and young entrepreneurs. So I decided to start my own company before I graduated. When I told my mom and grandma about it, they were really surprised. To be honest, they were probably worried about it too. Maybe they wanted me to get a stable job at a company. But they didn't say that to me at all, and even told me, "If there's anything we can help you with, please tell us. You got this! I believe in you!" And they were very supportive of me. And to live up to their expectations, I worked as hard as I possibly could to make my company successful. It was an IT-related company, so the market was huge. But it's just that my company wasn't known at all. So it was really hard to even get a single job. One of my clients, which I really worked hard to get an appointment for, said to me,
"So what can I expect from you guys if I order this item?"
He was just trying to take over the company. And this happened. A lot. And I mean a lot. And every time that would happen, I would feel like crying from frustration. But then I remembered where I came from, and my goal to make my mother happy and power through it. I'll get them back one day for treating Mom like a slave! The thing is, there's another reason I started an IT company other than the fact that it's got a big market. I heard my brother Ryuichi and my father also started up an IT-related company after my parents got divorced. Apparently, he's got a lot of jobs utilizing the connection he made at his previous company. It's only been a few years and his company is now over 50 workers. It's those two. I'm pretty sure they're just looking down on people, laughing at them. If I'm in the same industry as them, my company and theirs will collide one day. So until then, I have to make my company even stronger. 5 years has passed since I run my company with the motivation to take revenge on them. And I slowly started growing the number of clients and got a bit of financial leeway to hire some people. Of course, the first person I hired was her. What? Me as an IT company staff? The pay isn't that high, but I'd like you to work for me, Mom. It would be great. You have a lot of experience in sales, right? We can really use your skills. I wasn't lying at all, but the biggest reason I chose her was because I wanted to take some weight off of her shoulders. If she works at a company I own, I can make adjustments for her and have her work in a perfect condition. But I was surprised to find out that my mom knew everything that I was thinking. All right, I'll work at your company, but don't expect me to hold back at all, okay? No, but I already have a bunch of clients, so... Oh, really? I thought you wanted to make your company really big. Are you already satisfied with it? It's not like that. I just wanted to... I'm just kidding. I know. Thank you, Sakura. I'm happy enough for your efforts. I don't know what you're expecting from me, but I really like working, you know. I've only had experience in sales, but I hope I can help you out in some way. You can count on me, Sakura! And so my mom quit her current job and started working at my company. She was on full throttle from the first day of work. Hey, Sakura, did you get a chance to look over this? Not yet, Mom, not yet. Then how about this? Not yet. What? We can't let all these contacts go to waste. I'm gonna do walk-in sales on all of them top to bottom. Gosh dang, she's so powerful. And since that day, she started doing around 50 walk-in sales every day. And on the following week, she began making sales calls. And before I knew it, we had multiple appointments set up with multiple companies who we've been struggling to even get in contact with. And both mine and my mom's schedules became packed with meetings and appointments. Oh no! We might go over capacity with the orders! I immediately contacted my university friends and assembled a group of engineers. And at the same time, we got a bunch of orders from clients who my mom has got the contract with. I guess this is what a real sales professional looks like. No wonder she can get promoted to full-time employee from dispatch staff. I realized again how amazing Mom was at work. About a week since she joined my company. Thanks to my mom's work, my company has grown even bigger than before. The total number of employees is still around 100, but considering the fact that I used to work alone not so long ago, we've come really far. In fact, I was too busy that I kind of forgot about my plan to get revenge on the two. But one day, I was heading over to a convention held by a well-known company to showcase our core operating system with my mom. And at the convention, I saw a very familiar-looking man.
Whoa!
What? Wait! Is that you?
Are you really Sakura? How does a person like you get allowed to this event? What's going on?
To showcase our product, of course. What do you think? Wait, are you here for that as well, big bro?
Big bro? Don't call me that. You're gonna make me sick. I don't have such a dumb little sister like you. Hey, Ryuichi, what the heck are you shouting for? Dad, I mean President. See her? That's Sakura. Huh?
Long time no see, huh?
Why the heck are you here? Wait, did you come to see me?
I was waiting for this day all my life. The day I can finally take revenge on you guys.
Take revenge on us? And how will you do that?
I'm going to beat you guys at this convention. Our product will beat your product.
I heard some rumors about you, but I didn't expect you to sneak into a convention like this one, you know. But oh well, we'll get the most amount of orders regardless.
You don't know that until we see the results.
I'll tell you today that in life there's always going to be something that can't be changed and you can't do anything about it. You'll realize again what a worthless failure of a child you really were. Good luck, 'cause you'll probably need it.
And with that, they left and went back to their booth. I'm just glad my mom wasn't here to listen to all this. If she was here, she probably would have punched their faces a couple of times, maybe even more than that. But it's all fine. At the end of the day, the result is all that matters. and I was really confident about my presentation for today. I visited my clients so many times, and I took my time to hear about their needs and provided a solution by creating a product that's easy to use even for the elderlies. And of course, I made the price for it very reasonable. After seeing my father's company's presentation, I was 100% sure we would win. The system that they created looked really appealing at first, but honestly, I can't confidently say that they're fulfilling the needs of the clients. Plus, it looked really complicated to finalize before the deadline. And most of all, it looked really hard to use regardless of their age. There were 5 companies that joined this event, including us. But honestly, I thought the other 3 would be more of a competition for us. After all of the presentations were finished, we were just waiting to hear our company's name from the client excitedly. But the result left us all in shock. We have chosen the product by Hido System. What? No way! I wasn't the only one who was surprised. Other companies were startled to hear the results as well.
Please, tell us the reason.
We'd rather not disclose any information regarding the criteria. Thank you all so much for coming in today. We really appreciate it.
Well, unlucky, eh? Whose product is gonna beat ours again?
Stop it, Ryuichi. It couldn't be helped. They're not professionals after all.
I call misjudgment. I'd accept it if any of the other companies had won. But there's no way you guys' product got chosen.
We told you earlier our win was already decided from the start.
Wait. It looks like Mom noticed something. Are you really satisfied by winning like that? You basically just cheated!
Doesn't matter, a win is a win, and now our company's name will be known by everyone in the industry. If that happens, you guys have no chance to win against us ever. Oh yeah, if you want to become our slave again, we might consider passing some jobs to your company, you know.
No, thank you. Sakura, let's get out of here.
See ya, losers!
Hey, Mom, what was that about? They used money! They bribed the client to win this competition. What? My guess is that they just gave some money to the client's boss or something along the lines. You mean to everyone? No, just a few people, I think. I saw some people from the client's company looking unsatisfied with their presentation, so I thought it was weird that they won. Oh, I see. Our product was objectively better than theirs. But now that they've won, their company will be really famous. And if that happens, I think it'll be fine, Mom. If anything, I feel like hearing that cleared up a lot of things for me. What? What do you mean? I told my mom what I thought while I was hearing their presentation. Is that even possible? I mean, if that actually happens, we'd need to do more than changing the supplier, you know? Let's just see, Mom. Let's just see. After that, we decided to use the system we created for the convention and went in for sales at a bunch of companies. As a result, we were praised for how easy the product was to use and got a lot of orders, so we're really busy right now. But one day...
Is this Sakura?
Yeah? What do you want?
I'll give you guys a job.
Huh?
Remember the product you guys showcased for the convention the other day? The one that's really easy to use even for the elderlies? Yeah, I'll let you guys integrate it to our system. You guys have nothing to do anyway, right? You should thank us and take this job.
Well, that's out of the blue. Why'd you decide to give us that job?
Well, I'm your father after all, so I'm just trying to help out my daughter, that's all.
Help someone out?
What's so funny?
You're the one who needs help. Am I wrong?
What are you talking about?
You guys aren't going to make the deadline, are you? Just be honest.
What are you talking about?
Don't play stupid now. That client from the convention is a really big company with a lot of history, so there's a bunch of old people who work there. And they're really bad with new technology, too. But since you guys knew that you'd win the competition regardless, you guys put no effort into making it easy for them to use, did you? I realized when I heard you guys' presentation at the convention. There's no way that system is going to be ready until the deadline with such a complicated build.
Don't act like you know everything. I'm just trying to help you guys out. It's out of my kindness, you know? I can easily give this job to other companies. Are you sure you want that?
Other companies? Like where? I'm at least sure that you were denied by other companies that came to the convention, right?
How the heck do you know about that?
I leaked the fact that you guys bribed the client to them that day.
What? Is that why they didn't want to work together with us?
They all worked really hard for it, so they were furious when they found out, you know. So, do you guys really have other options to choose from? To help you guys with such a complicated system for such a big company? If you guys really can rely that on other companies that didn't join the competition, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you guys.
You brat, trying to take advantage off of us? I'm your father!
So what?
Did you forget everything I've done for you?
My mom is the only person who raised me. There's no way I would consider you my father. But if you really want us to help you with that, we'll consider it if you guys would apologize to the both of us.
Not a single chance I'm doing that. I'll make your company go bankrupt, I swear to God!
And he just hung up on me immediately. Now this is where it gets fun. Apparently, he went on and asked pretty much every single company he could find to help them with finishing up the system. But the complexity wasn't the only problem their system had. Turns out they couldn't even finish up building the system by just themselves. I wonder if they really thought they'd be fine with bluffing. And of course, not a single company wanted to help with building such a complicated system for such a low price that they were offering. And soon after, the deadline came, and they were pressed by the people who invested in them. Luckily, they got a few more days to finish up the system, but needless to say, they couldn't even create the product after all. And after finding out about it, the officials of the client's company came in and ordered for a research to be set up, which ultimately brought to life all the bribery and whatnot. And consequentially, all the people who were involved in it were demoted, and my father's company had to take responsibilities for it as well. If only they had the system finished up, they would have had a chance to get away with it, but there's no saving when they haven't even got that sorted out. After all, the clients paid no money to my father's company, and the contract was terminated. After that, we were contacted by them as we were technically the best option at the convention and got a lot of orders. We heard everything about my father when we were talking to the client. My father was risking the whole company on this project, and turns out they got no profit out of it. And they were even charged with compensation for damages. So Hito's system went bankrupt immediately. I got a message from them telling me to help them out again, but go screw yourselves! Here you go, Mom. We're obviously not going to help them. We managed to deliver all the orders and got a lot of compliments regarding how easy the system was to use. And because of that, we got popular among the industry, and our company's growing even bigger now. I'm going to try to make my company even bigger in hopes that my dad and brother find out how well our company's doing. Thank you so much, Mom. I love you.